Hi everyone, Az here from HeelvsBabyface. I'm thinking about putting my hair back in a ponytail, you know, just slicking it all back, getting myself a little rat's tail going there. What do you think? What do you think? Now that I'm growing it out, I just think I've got so many different options with what to do with it. Why are you looking at me like that? Why? 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 Anyway, how to phrase this? Most of the time, I've done like 1,800 videos on YouTube over the course of 7+ years. And most of the time, like 99% plus of my videos are apolitical. I try not to make them political. There is the odd occasion where you will have some political overlap. And there will be some discussion of wokeage and brokage. or stupidity within the media, the classic media, where they just have all this woke nonsense for no other reason than virtue signaling and stuff like that. So you do get a wee bit of overlap. And yes, there probably has been a little bit more overlap in like the last 6 to 8 months or so. But that's just because that's all they bloody do, to be honest with you. And I do have to say, today's video is gonna have a political aspect to it. I try not to, but it is. And it is because it's very essential to the core themes of the video and what is going on right now that is causing these stupid moves to happen. So, the basic story, but the story is going to unfortunately grow. The basic story is that Twitch have indefinitely suspended a bunch of World of Warcraft streamers for referring to the word NAGA. That seems to be the common denominator between these bands. Now, if you like the realms of fantasy, and if you're a fan of the World of Warcraft, then you'll know immediately what a Naga is. But just in the general room, a Naga is a mythical creature anyway, through Hindu religion, etc. And it has many different adaptations. But if the majority of the time, it's part humanoid, part serpent. The way that the World of Warcraft has integrated Naga into their mythology is they are the perverse creations of high elves touched by the old gods. After Queen Ashara made her deal, whatever you want to call it, with Enzoth, whatever, something along those lines, and they twisted themselves. You know, they were twisted into these Naga creatures. But it is a mythological creature that has been, you know, hundreds of years mythology, if not thousands upon years mythology. So what would precipitate such a stupid move? To be honest with you, such a stupid move. Well, we're going to have to discuss, I'm afraid, something that happened a few days ago. Now, many of you would be aware there was a big ding-dong that went on in YouTube where Steven Crowder and Crowder-Maza had a right butting of heads. Crowder-Maza, and I want to get my opinion out there, or my position, I should say, out there, so you don't think I'm fence sitting or trying to ride this one. I think both Steven Crowder and Crowder-Maza are both a couple of arseholes. I really do. I do. Steven Crowder is very provocative. He rides the line, and he rides it very finely, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and I think it is not helping. It is pretty destructive. Some people like it. Some people like that type of humour. It's not for me. I don't like it one bit. I got nothing to do with his stuff. Crowder-Maza, on the other hand, because they are complete polar opposites, is just as bad. This is a guy that is using his minority status and weaponizing it. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what game he's playing. He's playing victim, and he's just destroying people's lives right now. They are as bad as each other. And the thing is, neither of them are going to be affected by their war. Neither of them. It's the collateral damage is everybody else and a bunch of YouTubers. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. So people who are rallying to one side or the other side, to be honest with you, the horse that you're backing is as bad as the other horse. I'm telling you right now. Because what happened was Crowder-Maza used his minority status as somebody from, I think he's Puerto Rican, and also he's gay. And Steven Crowder picks on him a lot on his comedy shows, from what I can gather, from what I've researched. And he also has this T-shirt which reads, "Socialism is for figs." There's an F, and then where the I is, there's actually a picture of a fig, and then it has the GS. Now, obviously, if you see that from a distance, or you just glance it online, that looks very provocative. But that's the joke. And I'm not trying to defend Steven Crowder here, but that is the joke. The joke is, you created the word. The word is figs. That is the word. There's a fig there. That is the actual word. But the provocative nature of it, because of his stance on certain things, because of the way that he does engage with people from the left, they automatically assume the worst. So if you read something different, that is on you, not him. So it's clever. You know, I'll give them that. It's clever. But this is what's precipitated this problem here. Because even though it's figs, it can be interpreted as something else. And so now we have, or we're starting to have, something build up where words that sound similar to potential naughty words, they themselves are being demonized because of it, which is insane. But you know what? We're in the year 2019, and the year 2019 is insane because we have this ridiculous culture war because the left and the right, which used to be pretty centrist, have now just started to split, and the left more so. On your side, the left's over here, but my side, you know. And the left are going really extreme, and the right are just getting a little bit more. But the distance between them is so vast now. I would class myself as a bit of a lefty. This is my politics. I'm a bit of a lefty. Centrist at worst, you know, but I kind of left lean. I left lean, you know, I believe in equality. I believe in equality for all. I think a gay couple should have just as much right as a heterosexual couple. I don't believe anybody's rights should be affected just because of, you know, what your race is, your gender is, your sexuality is. But when I say equality, I mean equality. I don't mean one gets to use minority status to get a head and shoulder above others. That isn't equality. That isn't equality. That is abuse. And that's what I think Crowder-Maza is doing. He's abusing his minority status. When I think it should be right here, in my own personal life, I don't treat anyone differently based off any of this. I just treat people based off how they treat me. I open doors for women. It's politeness, not sexism, because I open doors for men as well. Politeness. I have doors open for me by men, by women, because it's politeness and not sexism. And we have this stupidity that's going on right now. Oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. And so now people are getting scared to help others because they are worried that they're going to be seen as being an ist or an ism. And it's just ridiculous. And the byproduct is goddamn stupidity like this, where NAGA is now a little bit too close to maybe another word. And so this ban seems to be an automatic ban. It's probably an algorithmic ban that has gone round and banned these people because of it. I am hoping that common sense will prevail, and when these people go and, put their case forward to say, look, I think I was unfairly banned here, that somebody with a brain cell will say, oh, yeah, you know, we're working on an algorithm and it's a bit dodgy, you know, it's a bit sensitive at best. But the fact that they're probably still working on these algorithms to get these words, how long is it going to be until I say, oh, I need to hire a digger for my front lawn because I want to get it all ripped up and I want to get it patioed down instead so we can put the car there? You know, how long is it going to be before we have this sort of stupidity? Well, guess what? It's happening right now because of dumbasses like Crowder and Maza, who, by the way, are both going to be absolutely fine. Both of them. Crowder's got massive support and he's going to make a ton of money still from sponsorships, from merchandise, and Maza has all the support of the left who will cushion and say, yes, you are being marginalized, as well as all the other people who don't see exactly what he is. Meanwhile, a bunch of YouTubers have got their livelihoods taken away from them. Demonetized. Loads of channels gone. Not going to earn a red cent because of these two idiots. And now algorithms being made to look for words which sound like other words when they're not other words. So we are moving to this insane situation in society where we're going to have a list of words we can't say, a list of words we're absolutely fine, but we can't say them. We can't use them because they're a bit too close to something else, and therefore it could affect you. You could get your channel taken away. You could get banned for this, that. You could be branded this. Oh, they said this, but they really meant that. We are getting into these insane situations. And it's so worrying because it's just going to get worse. The infection's going to get worse. We already saw yesterday where some pathetic man-child over at CNET tried to create a hit piece about YouTube gaming channels, and it was just tripe. It's going to get no traction. It was a desperate, pathetic attempt to get people demonetized. It got one person, some sponsors taken away. I reckon they'll be okay, but I do understand their annoyance and frustration on the situation because it could hit multiple others. And if one tactic doesn't work, they're going to resort to other tactics. You've got Keemstar tweeting out earlier today, I've spoken with 100 top YouTubers over the course of the last 48 hours. And we've decided to go tit for tat. They're going to try and take our livelihoods away from us. We're going to try and take it away from them. One side, smack it against another. And when you're talking about the top 100 YouTubers, I'm sorry to say this, Keemstar, but you are fine. And your 100 top YouTubers are fine. And guess who's going to get screwed over? The little guy again and again and again. Because you'll still have all your sponsorships and all your merch and it'll all sell fine. And meanwhile, bombs are going to be dropping and exploding. And thousands of YouTube channels are going to be wiped out in this daft, stupid spat. Meanwhile, no damage to any of you. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. Because we are in such a stupid era right now. Such a pathetic era. The era of the absolute snowflake. The era where you are weaponizing minority status and you know you're doing it and people are so scared. So scared that, I don't want to be seen as doing the wrong thing. Our company doesn't want to be seen aligning with somebody that might have a different opinion or value to someone else, that they'll just go along with the outrage mob. I know this one has got very heated. But this is just the start. This silliness, this stupidity is just the start. And we're going to start seeing more and more and more of these types of algorithms put into place that are just going to go scouting around, trying to find little bits and baps, and there's just going to be more and more damage across everything. Well done. Well done. Everything's just gonna burn. Everything. And all the top creators, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. Because they've already achieved the status where they're gonna have vast amounts of support, whether it be from their communities, whether it be from certain sponsors, etc., etc. And people like myself, people smaller than me, people bigger than me, you know, few bit more. They're just going to get carpet bombed out of existence by this nonsense. Carpet bombed out of existence. So yeah, there we go. Something stupid. There's no doubt. I've got absolutely no doubt whatsoever that this is because of the whole Crowder-Maza debacle. And it's only going to get worse, folks. It's only going to get worse. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. And I would say, share it. Please. I mean, I don't often say this, but share it. Get it out there. You know? Because this war is just a war that's going to create so many casualties for small people. And all the people who are professing to be on the side of good or will go tit for tat, they're the ones who are going to come out of this unscathed. Unscathed. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links there in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.